In this video, I want to show you how to do SEO for your event, and you don't have to be technical and you don't have to have any SEO knowledge. This course does not assume that you know SEO, but for events, SEO, which is search engine optimization, meaning people searching Google for the type of event that you offer, you want to make sure that they find you. And in other industries, SEO is very competitive and difficult. It's true. In the event industry, it's not that hard because it's not that competitive. And you don't have to do any extra work because you were probably already going to post your event online, whether it was your own website, whether it was some kind of a big event site, whether it was on Facebook. You were going to post your event online, of course, because that's where people have to RSVP. And because of that, you already have some page, and all you really have to do is make sure that you use the right keywords that potential attendees might search, and you want the people who are searching to find you because those are some of the best potential attendees because they already want your event. They're already looking for it. So it's going to be very likely they'll register and sign up and attend. And because you were already going to have an event listing, you don't really have to do any extra work. The only thing you have to be mindful of is to use the right keywords that they might search. For example, if you are putting on an event that's like a business event, okay, but people will only really find you if they're searching for, business event in your area. But what about entrepreneur event or startup event or something like that? Well, what if you didn't write such a short event but made it more descriptive? For example, business networking event for entrepreneurs and let's say, for example, in the medical profession. Okay, there's a lot of keywords there, right? Business networking for entrepreneurs in the medical profession. Now, when we move on to the description of the event, in this case, I wrote a short description because in this case, we don't care about the quality of the description. We care about the SEO. And for SEO, the only thing you have to do is reinforce keywords that you use in the title. You don't have to stuff keywords, meaning you don't have to repeat them too much, but just once or twice. Just make sure you use them and use additional ones. For example, like here, I use the word investors or I use the word startup because you can't use all your keywords in a title because that will make your title too long. So some keywords won't fit into the title and those keywords you would put into the description. And the description can read essentially almost the same as if you weren't doing SEO. In fact, actually using the actual terms might make the description more descriptive, might make it better. Instead of the word it or that, you would actually use the actual keyword like startup or business. And so in this case, it doesn't hurt you in any way, but it basically just positions your event listing to get discovered by attendees who already want to attend the kind of event you're putting on. And in the details area where you put your venue address, the time and the place and all this, just make sure that it's very clearly stated what the address of the venue is and the city name so that when people search for business networking event for, let's say, medical profession in whatever city you're putting on the event, it's going to be very, very likely that you'll come up in Google without spending any money, without any extra work, essentially. In fact, because you'll do this, even events that are more established that don't do this will probably rank below you. And you see, you don't have to be technical at all, and you can do this really quickly without hiring anyone. So the next time you put on your event, or if you're planning your event, make sure that you think through what people might search for the kind of event that you have when they look to attend the kind of event that you're putting on, and just make sure you use those terms in your event listing and you will be essentially all set. There are more complex steps that if you're good with SEO, you can do. But actually, just doing what I told you here is very likely to get you to rank in Google for the keywords you need. Maybe not overnight because Google can take a little time, but also it shouldn't take too long. You shouldn't have to wait like months and months and months. Of course, it's going to depend on how competitive your event type is and the area where you're putting on the event. So there are some factors that influence this, but pound for pound, this would work faster than most other SEO situations.